Last couple of days riding in New York City now. Today is moist, but blue skies on the horizon and in the direction we're going. It would be rude to not do a couple of laps of Central Park before we leave. So that's where we're heading. Did you notice this morning how big the rain was? Because everything's bigger in America. The rain droplets are bigger. Everything's bigger. Cars, roads, drinks, supersized drinks. We got one of them the other day. And rain. What was that called? A big slurp.
Yeah.
Big slurp.
When you get ill of cycling in the rain, it is 100% going to come
Today.
from the streets of New York.
Central Park. Last time we came here, it snowed, which was actually very magical and lovely because it was Christmas time and it was exactly what we wanted from New York. Now though, I'm very happy today that it's not snowing. I'm talking about the weather again. Central Park is very big. It's bigger than Prospect Park. The cycling loop is about 7 miles around, comparable to Richmond, I guess. You're going in a big rectangle, but the road doesn't follow the rectangle. It's nice and smooth, has a couple of climbs in. Everything here is artificial, so they have created and curated an amazing, beautiful set of gardens, and as you can see, it is very lovely and used by lots and lots of people. There's lots of people running, lots of people cycling. There's no private car usage in here, just people like maintaining the park and stuff, and there's a couple of businesses. There are also crit races that happen around this park twice a week, 5 AM, like super early. So if you're coming to do early laps, you probably want to avoid those crit races and come a little bit later. But on the other days, generally, the later you can come, the better, because it does get very busy. Today, everybody's scared of the rain, so we've actually got quite a smooth run.
It's funny seeing all the parks in the UK because they're like, it's like the Sahara Desert there. And then here, everything's just like green and green. It's really weird. I love it. This is what a park should be. No cars.
Take note, Royal Parks. Daisy's right. I do think it's green because they're constantly spraying it with sprinklers though. Sprinklers.
Oh, who's this? Squigglers.
What's a squealer?
A squiggler.
What's a squiggler?
You don't know, you tell me.
Other things about Central Park, it's a one-way system, so if you're meeting your friends and then you miss the place where you're going to meet them, you probably have to ride all the way around the park unless you want to break some laws. This does make it a lot safer though, because generally there's not people coming in the other direction at you, wiggling around, making things dangerous. Another thing, absolutely nobody stops for the red lights. There is a police car there and they sit there and do not react. So this is not advice, this is an observation. What does he want?
I'm actually kind of scared if you did do something. Or your camera.
What's wrong?
Is it crunchy? Yeah, nice. I don't know what I just did.
Oh no. Already I've messed up my camera. It does say it's weather sealed and this is just weather. Lane bike. Now I got a message from a guy from a bike shop and a coffee shop called Rubber and Road. So we're gonna head there and drink some coffee. Our route is taking us down, I actually don't know what this road is called, but it's very full of tourists, including us. A lot of people just run out in front of you, don't they?
What made you say anything to me?
I was like, what are you doing? And she was like, sorry.
Oh, that's alright. This is the most New York looking street ever.
Part of the regime here is that you must smell your coffee before you drink it.
Smells like coffee. Yeah.
This is yours, Francis.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Well,
Pouring it like a beer.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
bye-bye,
Thanks for
Francis.
filling us with coffee.
Safe travels.
I feel compelled to get this on video because I'm pretty sure no other place in the world that I've ever been to deals with a problem like this. Here in New York, when there's potholes or the roads need resurfacing, instead of resurfacing them, they just put some metal on it. Lovely to meet the chaps from Rubber and Road. We are now on the other side of the city to where we normally ride, and we thought we'd take this opportunity to cycle down the West Side Highway, which is this bit along here. Big highway for cars on the left, and then lovely segregated cycle lane all the way along the side here. I'm gonna get taken out by one of these bollards. What is that smell?
It smells like poo.
I'm glad you don't have smell-o-vision, because whatever we're riding through absolutely reeks. So this is one of the more popular ways to ride the length of the city because it's less interrupted than any other route. So a lot of people will get to this side of the city and then ride all the way down the length of the island to go on like the 9W ride, which we did the other day. I can see why. Lovely. I feel like all I've done on this trip is eat and cycle. Basically living the dream. Health. That came out of nowhere. We were like, yeah. So that was close. We basically stopped at a green light because there was an ambulance coming out, and then a guy behind us who had headphones on rode into the back of Daisy. Basically, Daisy, you stopped a guy getting run over by an ambulance. So what we're going to do now, to get back to where we're staying, which is in Brooklyn, instead of cutting across the city, we're going to attempt to hug this bike lane, which goes right around the edge, the tip of the island, where there's a ferry you can get to see the Statue of Liberty, and it should drop us off just near Williamsburg Bridge, and then we ride back, no cars on the bridge, all the way home. This is a lot less stressful.
That's the first time I've seen a kid riding a bike.
Oh yeah, this is probably the only place you could have a kid ride a bike. It says bikes only, but there's lots of people walking in it. Giant Spider-Man.
Like, is this a road? Is this not a road?
Last climb of the day. Are you sick of it yet?
Yeah, because it's so shit this way. It's alright on the other way.
Less elevation the other way, do you reckon?
Because once you get off this red bit, going this way,
You still have to go up more. Yeah. So a lot of things have happened since I last spoke to this camera. One, I have a nice, lovely new hat. Two, we went to a restaurant and ordered way too much food, so now Daisy has 2 little boxes. 3, about 6 fire engines have been passed and a helicopter. I don't know if that's, well, I guess just stuff like that happens in this city. We're now walking home with very full bellies. Why are you doing a sad face?
it's nearly over. I'm going to enjoy the last day, last full day, and then you go home, you go off on another trip.
No one knows about that yet.
Oh, well, he's going to